Friends, your favorite besties are back for another episode of No Ma'am. I'm Will, and I'm joined by my podcast co-host in chaos.
Giovanni. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single episode of No Ma'am.
Friends, if you are new here, make sure to subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/No Ma'am the podcast. It's only $5, and subscribing to the Patreon gives you early access to videos on here and never before seen content as well. You'll also be helping us produce more content for you. So let's get to the Patreon, y'all. All right. Bom dia. That's my attempt of having a Brazilian accent. It did not work, so don't drag me. That's right, you guessed it. We are recapping Drag Race Brazil Season 2, Episodes 1, 2, and 3. Now, I know what you're thinking, but don't worry, we're not going to give you a full episode play-by-play, just the good parts, okay? So, episode 1, we are introduced to a brand new set of queens. Now, let's take a look at these entrance looks. As always, we are sharing our screen, so head over to YouTube if you're listening to us on any of your favorite podcast platforms, so you also can see the visuals. So, up first, we have Mercedes Volcal. What did you think of her look?
No fucking ma'am. What the fuck was this? I'm sorry.
Oh my
That was a
god.
very that was
It
literally
was,
my reaction when she came out though. I was like, girl, what are you wearing? Why did you take your grandmother's curtains out of her house? Why would you do that to the poor old lady and think that it's okay to make an outfit out of it? I'm tired of these Mary Antoinette looks, especially when they are so poorly done like this one. The makeup was a no, the hair was a no. Give your granny her curtains back.
oh my god. I didn't give it as much as of an aggressive no ma'am, but this was a no ma'am, yes. I just didn't get it. I was like, why is she painting like an old witch? I was so confused. I didn't know, like, if this is who she is as her aesthetic. I honestly, no shade. I don't know who she is. I really
Mm-mm.
don't.
This was just no.
Okay, next up we have Adora Black. What did you think?
I love this. This was an over for me. And you know I don't usually like animal print, but I adore this. I think it was very grand. It lets me know who Adora Black is. Makeup was everything. I love the hair. I think it was really well executed.
Also give this an over. I think Adora came in. She looks really sexy. There's an edge to this to her. And she had my favorite promo look for this season. So that was also a plus. So coming in from the promo look, I had high expectations for an inches look from Adora Black, and I was like, yes. And she lived up to the expectations.
This
And
is how you
so,
I think this is how you introduce yourself to the world. Not like Miss Mercedes and those horrible curtains.
yes, that's bad. I don't know why she did that. All right, next up we have Ruby Knox. What did you think?
This is meh. It's a cute look. I wouldn't have entered the workroom in this. This is what you wear to a gig. That's all. The
I
hair
gave
was a
this
little
a I
flat.
gave it I gave it a yes, ma'am. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I don't know. I feel like it gave me a look into who Ruby Knox is. And I enjoyed it. I thought overall that she looked really good. She looked polished.
Yes.
I thought it was good.
But I think it's just I think to me, this is like a bar look, not an entrance look.
Okay. I can also see that too. So moving on from that, we have Poseidon Drag. What did you think?
I appreciate you trying to do something a little bit different. It's a cute look. It's a like a very soft. I like the color of the hair. I like the red. I like the way the red uh looks with her. I think that's the color she should stick to for hair color.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the look is cute, but it's nothing that like made me like gag.
I gave this a meh. It was really nothing for me to scream home about. It wasn't bad, but it also wasn't like, oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
And she came in and she had a little comedy to her, so I was like, okay, maybe Poseidon Drag is going to be a comedian, which is I'm excited for. So I was like, okay, cool. She's a campy queen.
I mean, with that look, you gotta be. I'm kidding. That was just an easy read. I do not mean that Poseidon.
Oh my god.
It was just
Next
there. It was
up, we
like an
have
apple you just had to pick.
I see. Next up, we have Desiree Beck. What did you think?
This is yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Almost a Nova. I like the color. I like the silhouette. I quite enjoy this. I think this was a very good entrance.
I'll give this a soft ma'am. It was okay for me.
I like it.
No. You know what's so funny? Because you talked about a hat that was flat in our Slajon Royale Meet the Queens video. And I feel like Desi Hayes' hat was flat.
I didn't say flat. I think I said it was too small. There's a difference. There's a difference. I don't
Probably.
think I
Okay.
said flat. I think it was too small.
This is flat.
This is flat. But I think that okay, it could have been bigger too. It could have been bigger too. Especially with those sleeves, it should have been bigger.
Grand, right?
Yeah,
Be obnoxious. This is
which
drag
she
at the end
is.
of the day. Spoiler. We'll get into that. All right. Next up, we have Melody Queen. What did you think?
This was a yes, ma'am. I think she looks beautiful. I think she looks great. I think you can tell who Melody Queen is. I love this hair with it. It's very kind of old school, like very 50s, 60s, but like kind of modern at the same time. I really enjoyed this.
I give this also a soft ma'am. The reason why is because I did not like the wig.
I liked it.
Just wasn't. It wasn't. I wasn't a fan of it, and also I didn't feel like the skirt needed two layers. I feel like it just needed one, so it could have just done the like high and like the skirt, that little one layer, and then the train in the back. I love a skirt that looks like that, and I think that would have been fine.
I actually really liked the two layers. I don't think it would have worked with one. I really enjoyed it. You're
All
wrong.
right.
No, I'm kidding.
Next up, we have Belky. What did you think?
Yes, ma'am. But very soft, ma'am, actually. Very soft, ma'am. I think it's a cute look. I think it tells you who she is. I actually really like this jacket and I want it. I really was not a fan of the wig. It was too flat. But I think she looked good.
I gave this a soft ma'am. I like the outfit. I did not like the wig. I didn't like it, but it was cute.
Hmm. I
It was
agree.
also very
Yeah,
safe.
it was.
But I mean, but that's an entrance look, so it's okay.
Yeah. But I do think it tells you who she is.
All right, next up we have Paula Hoffman Van Cartier, who is the drag daughter of Vanessa Van Cartier from Drag Race Holland Season 2.
I gave this a yes, ma'am. I really like the shoulders. I like the wig. I like the color of it. Proportion wise, maybe it could have been a little bit better. But overall, I really enjoyed the look.
I give this a no, ma'am. I didn't get it. I didn't like it.
Damn. Okay. You said I'm mean.
I listen. I have
I
high
think,
expectations for the Brazilian girls, and
I
I
mean,
was not a
especially
fan of
a
this.
Van Cartier.
Hello,
Yeah. But
like
I really
you
like
cannot
this
be
wig
Envy Peru's sister and not bring it.
and Vanessa Van Cartier's daughter. And not, yeah,
True.
but you're right. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Uh,
All right. Next up, we have Chanel. What did you think?
no, man. I thought this was very, very pedestrian, very safe. I did not like the shirt. I like the hood. I like it from the neck up.
Oh my god. I gave this an over. I thought this was everything. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was
This
about
is
to.
a your
Uh,
face was like, what are you talking about? No, I also gave this a soft ma'am. I thought it was cute. I just wanted more from her. But it wasn't a bad entrance look. I've seen an entrance look like this before. I get who she is as a drag queen. I'm like with it, but I just wanted some oomph.
that's what you get, Park Queen.
You said bar queen?
Yeah.
I know she's not a bar queen. No, don't do that to Chanel. Next
But
up, we have.
that's what this look gives me though. That's
You
what the
really
look
think
gives me.
so? That
Yes, I
bad?
don't know. I really don't like this look.
I mean, okay. Then we have Melina Blay. What did you think?
I love this look. I think this is a yes, ma'am. I love the hats. I love the shoulder. I love the jacket. I love the color. I love the cutout of the panty or like panties, the bottoms, whatever how you want to call it. I love how high it is. I adore this.
Okay. I gave this a meh, ma'am. I did not like
Ooh,
it.
girl.
It was just it was just meh to me. It
I
just was
love
like,
it.
okay. No. No.
I don't
Why
think
does
we've
she have that
ever.
why does she have that little hat?
First of all,
Why?
that hat is not little. The brim is a little
That little
little,
hat.
but that thing is like it kind of does. See now now because you said that now I cannot unsee a pacifier. Now I'm just
It
seeing a
is a
pacifier on her head.
yes. Because it is a pacifier. It's a pacifier hat.
Anyway, I don't think we've ever disagreed so much on looks.
This is also true.
Ooh, this is going to be an interesting season.
Very interesting because if the interest looks tell you something about what's going to happen, is very much that. Because these interest looks, they were okay. I just wasn't a fan of them.
I honestly I
And you
think
seem to like, and you seem to like them.
the only one that for me was like I had like, oh my God, reactions to it. And when I was like, yes, like guttural reaction was Adora Max.
Same. Same.
That
Okay.
was amazing.
So for the mini challenge, the queens are broken up into two teams, Family Feud style, and they have to compete in a game of drag race trivia. In the end, Melody Queen, she dominates the competition and wins every single round of the mini challenge. So for the maxi challenge, the queens have to perform a lip sync to Drag Queen's original song. What did you think of that challenge?
I think the girls performed well with what they were given. I just feel like that's more of that should have been the first challenge. No, give us some, like if it's the first challenge, it should be something that allows us to really get to know who the girls are. Like, let them present themselves to the world. And I think giving them a song to lip sync to that they didn't even write or anything was a bad idea. It's a cute song. I was bopping. I think they performed well, but it didn't give me an insight into who these girls were. So I just kind of felt like they should have just been part of the challenge.
Okay. I agree with you. The only part I disagree with what you said was that you said it was performed well, and I have to say no, it was not because some of those girls cannot lip sync. Like the lips were not syncing to anything that was going on, so they might have been lip syncing to a different song, but the song that they was lip syncing to wasn't the song that was playing for us.
Fair enough. Honestly, I kind of had trouble with that just because I don't know what the hell to say. So I can't
True,
necessarily
it should have
tell
been dubbed. Yes.
if the lips are matching up necessarily, because it is a different language that I don't know. I understand some of it just because it has similarities to Spanish. Same thing with this, which with this franchise that I said about France All Stars, they are doing a disservice to the girls by not fully dubbing everything, which is basically the performances. Not letting us know what they're singing
Mm-hmm.
about, what they're dancing to, is a huge disservice to the girls because I think that is a huge aspect of performance, knowing what the hell they're saying. And if we don't know, I don't think we can judge them properly.
True, but that's not why I'm judging them on and saying they
No,
can't
I
lip
know, I
sync.
know. That
Some
was
of
just me
them,
getting ahead
the
because that's more of episode three, honestly.
yeah,
Um,
the
but yeah.
girls, some of the lips didn't move. Like they didn't move. So like that's what I'm talking about. Not even like just a translation of it all or not being dubbed. That's a different story. That's a story for a different day. Like obviously we've seen that in episode 3, but like they wasn't even lip syncing. Some of them was like, oh fuck it, I'm just
Me,
gonna be here.
at the end there, like, it was not my
It's true.
song. I don't know.
Okay, so that's also true. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was Greg's song, so yes. But it was a weird first challenge. I think it should have been maybe like
Yeah,
a talent show. Let us get to know the
or
queens
a ball.
first. Like the ball could have been
I
good,
feel
but
like,
maybe a ball for the first challenge. I'm not sure.
or just a design look, just a design challenge. I think what they should have done was taken the design challenge from the second episode, put that into episode one, and just make that lip sync like part of like a pre-show moment, kind of, or just part of the challenge. Like, yes, you have to do that design, but before that, you guys have to perform as a group because I don't think this challenge should have been a standalone challenge, especially not the first episode.
I agree. All right, so let's move on to the runway. So now the category of the runway is Brazilian spice. So pretty much they have to bring looks that are representing like their home and really just gives you an inside look into Brazilian culture. So some of the looks to me I thought was smart and some of them I didn't get them. So I kind of judge it based on what I liked as a look as a whole, but not so much me understanding the full context of it.
I agree with that, and that's honestly how I kind of went with my critiques of this runway too. Because I'm like, some of them I'm like, oh girl, I don't know what the hell they're referencing,
Right.
but it's you.
Same. But it's
Uh,
cute. Right. All right. So first up, we have Adora Black. What did you think?
Over. I love this. I think it is so fun. Love. I love this wig. I want that wig. Well, it necessarily owns me? Probably not, but I still think it's really cute. I love the jacket. I love the sleeves. I love how it does give me Brazil. Like just by looking at this, it does give me Brazil. I love the graffiti on the boots. I want something just like that. I think everything about this is just perfect. It's great. And again, I think it lets us know who Azora Black is.
Yeah. I give this a yes, ma'am. It was almost an over. I just felt like some of it looked a little arts and crafts at the top,
Yeah.
but I love the urbanness of it. I love the colorfulness. I thought it really showcased that urban street side of
Hmm.
Brazil. And so overall, I thought it was a really great look.
Yeah, and I think that's something that like at least style wise, Brazil is really well known for it. So I think she did a really great job of incorporating that and showcasing that really beautiful.
Yep. Next up, we have Paula Hoffman Van Cartier. What did you think?
No, man. Appreciate the silhouette. I appreciate what she was trying to do, but I think she needed more detailing in the pot. I think is what it was supposed to be
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because it was just like it was. I don't. I get what she was going for and appreciate the idea, and I think it could have been really well done, but I just think it was poorly executed.
I also gave it a no, ma'am. I didn't like it at all. I just didn't like the look. It was something about the look that made me say, "Oh my god, wow!" I didn't know.
I
I
think
didn't
had
like
she
it.
executed it well, I think it would have been a really nice moment. But it was that it just looked very poorly constructed. It looked cheap.
All right. Next up, we have Melody Queen. What did you think?
I gave it a yes, ma'am. I loved how campy this was. It was so stupid, but that's why I really liked it. I liked the silhouette. I like what she was trying to do, what she was trying to sell. I love that stupid wig, and I mean stupid in like a good way. I just loved how campy this was.
I love Melody Queen as a drag queen. I just did not like this look. I give this a no, ma'am. I see the concept. I see where it was going. I didn't like it. I thought it looked too homemade. And that was my only problem, right? It just looked real arts and craft. And and that might have been the concept, but that just wasn't my fave.
Okay, I love the campiness, and usually I don't like when things look crafty, but I think for this particular outfit, it worked.
Okay. And the next up we have Chanel. What did you think?
It was meh. I don't think it was necessarily a horrible look, but I don't think it was very flattering on. I don't think it was a flattering shape. I get what she was trying to do. I do like the headpiece. It was just the rest of it was just kind of literally that was my reaction to it when it came out. I was like, meh.
This is going to be such an interesting review show for us
God,
because Chanel's look, I gave this an over. I fucking love this so much. Like, you have no idea how much I love this look. This was so good. When it came around the corner, I yelled at the screen. I loved it.
I get what she was trying to do with the whole architectural moment. I think there needed to be more focus on the bottom half of it because it was at the end of the day, it was just like fabric draped on.
Even still, it was really good. I love how this direction it's going because this is going to make for a really interesting,
It
like,
is.
season.
It is. We have never disagreed this much.
No, and this is so interesting. I love it. I'm getting maybe the friends might be like, "Oh my god, no," but like this is so good for me.
Friends, I want to know, are you Team Will or Team Johnny on this? Whose side are you on? Because I think I'm right. And I know Will thinks he's right.
It's true. All right, next up we have Poseidon Drag. What did you think?
Very soft, ma'am. What really, I was going to give this a no ma'am initially because I'm like, it's kind of, at the end of the day, it's a basic outfit, right? It's nothing to write home about. It's well done. Yes. Well, it there was some like fitting issues that I kind of saw where I'm like, it could have been fitted a little bit better. But what really sold this for me was when she turned around and she popped that umbrella with her booty hole. I love that. I screamed at the TV. I adored that moment. I thought that was so funny. But the look itself was just like, so soft, man. Specifically because of the umbrella coming out her ass.
I gave this a no, ma'am. I did not like it. I didn't like the gag with the
I
umbrella
loved it.
either. Did I did not like the umbrella coming out of her butt. I did not like it. Like, mind you, okay, all right. So I have to clear something up for the friends that's listening or the ones that's watching it. I am a top. And so I like butts. Love butts. Butts are my thing. But for some reason, these drag queens on here are be giving me butt gags, and I am not gagging. And I don't know what it is about it, but I'm just not amused. And maybe that's I don't know. I don't know why.
You are very critical when they do something related to the butt.
Yes, that's how you know it's very top of me because I am very critical of it. The only one so far that I was rocking, that I was like, yes, and rocking with, who had a really nice butt, was Diabetes. But I
I mean,
digress.
I,
I'm telling, right? Hello. All right, next up we have Mercedes Vocal. What did you think?
I get what she was trying to do. I like the idea of it. I just think there could have been more detail on it, especially that top half because it is very plain, very simple. I like the silhouette. I like the fabric choice, but I think there needed to be a lot more detail in this. So for me, it was meh.
I give this a no, ma'am. I did not like this
Okay,
at all.
okay. I like the
Didn't
shape
was
of
she an
I like
envelope?
the silhouette. No, I think it was more like a sack of grains. That's what I thought it was. Like, like a rice sack.
Really? I think it has like stamps on it, so she could be like an envelope or like a passport.
They need to dub this
I don't
shit
know.
better. Because I thought I was getting rice sack.
Yes,
Like, I don't know, like grains, like something like that, like a sack
maybe,
of rice.
maybe
Because they still stamp
you
those,
could be
don't they?
right. It's possible. Yeah, you
Yeah.
could be right. You could be. It's possible. All right. Next up, we have Melina Blay. What did you think?
I give this a Nova. I love how campy this was. I love how over the top, dramatic, and crazy. I love that headpiece. Did I ne excuse me, sorry. Did I necessarily understand what she was trying to go for? Honestly, not really. But I just loved how campy it was. The only thing I really didn't like about this, honestly, was that the cactus. I thought it was just a little bit out of place. The rest of it I really enjoyed.
I give this a no, ma'am. I didn't like this at all. I didn't. No,
God.
I'm just kidding. I'm literally
Okay.
just kidding. I
Okay.
actually, this is an no. This is an over. I liked this look from her. I really enjoyed the house on top of her head. I thought that was
Right?
so like interesting.
Yeah, I think it kind of teeters on the edge of costumey, but I think for this outfit it worked. I don't know
It
why, but
does. It was
it's kind of
was good.
I don't know, it's kind of giving me like Willy Wonka in a way, and I don't know why that's the first thing that popped into my head. I don't know. I think it's maybe from the movie because this is what the parents' house looked like. Like Charlie's house, this is what Charlie's house looked like. So maybe that's why that popped into my head. But I really enjoyed this look.
You got Willy Wonka. I got Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Either way, we got nasty old tuition.
Like the house was
Yeah,
very Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I can
It
see
was
that.
that.
I can see that.
Yeah. Then we have Ruby Knox. What did you think?
This was also a Nova for me. I love the silhouette. I love the shape. I love the color. The fans. I think she sold it really well. I think she looked great. I love this. I love the color scheme on it too. Like it's just amazing.
Same, Ruby Knox, over. This was great. This was a really great look. I got a glimpse into who she was. I'm like, oh yeah,
And
she's
I
going
want
to bring
more.
it on the
Yeah,
runway.
yeah.
Yep, very much so. All right, then we have Belky. What did you think?
I thought Belky. I like this look for me. Like probably something I would want to wear. Didn't necessarily like wow me. Not really. I'm not a huge fan of green, but I did like the color scheme of this. For me, it was a very soft bear.
I gave Belky a yes, ma'am. I like the look. I thought it was a really great look from head to toe. I know that the judges gave her some shade because apparently she was representing like maybe a not so glamorous like place in Brazil or maybe like a shopping mall or something. So that's kind of what I got from like the subtitles when I was reading it, that they were like, why would you want to like represent that? But all in all, good look for me.
Yeah, I mean, it just didn't like gag me this way some of these other outfits did, but it wasn't bad at
Okay. And then last but not least, we have Desiree Beck. What did you think?
all. Oh man, I'm sorry. And those peppers, I think, really cheapened the look. It's giving me a really like cheap Timo version of that. I think what really cheapened this look was those peppers. I hate those peppers on it.
Hmm. Okay. So when we said Brazilian spice, right, I was envisioning someone to give me a Carmen Miranda look, right?
Yes, yes.
That's one of the first people I think of when I think of Brazil. And so when I'm thinking something that represents the culture, I'm thinking Carmen Miranda because she's so well known, right? Or
Hmm.
one of the most well known Brazilian figures. And I like that, but for this look, I gave her a soft ma'am because I wanted bananas, right? I didn't want peppers. I wanted bananas.
Also,
I wanted fruits. Like I wanted the fruit basket on top.
for me, at least when I think Brazilian cuisine, and maybe it's because I haven't had that much Brazilian cuisine. Like I just don't think like peppers. I don't think spicy. I don't know. Am I wrong
Okay.
for that?
No, but no, but Carmen Miranda did have a look that was like this. This was very reminiscent of
Okay.
one of the variations of one of her like looks. Yes. One we know for sure is the fruit basket
Hmm.
with the fruit on top of her head, and she's like that. That's the most iconic one. She also has a like a lighthouse. She also has one that looks like this. She has multiple variations of the same look. This wasn't one of my favorites.
Yeah. No, ma'am.
Tell me, tell me how you really feel. All right. So the top two of the week are Melina Blay and Ruby Knox, and they have to lip sync to an Anita song, which I found to be really funny because Melina was like, "Oh my god, to my Anitas out there, I'm gonna kill the song. Oh my god, this I know this song like it's nobody's business."
And then she fucked that
And then
up.
she didn't. She fucked it up.
I was so embarrassed for her. I
Poor
was like, she
thing.
did not just talk all this. She did not just talk herself up about knowing Anita and being a huge fan and all that stuff, and then do that. She needs to send her
She did
a
it.
letter of apology.
She does. Yes. I thought the lip sync was decent. It wasn't nothing crazy. I always expect the first lip syncs that we see for a season to wow me, to be like, oh my god, yes. And lately on the international seasons have not been the case. And then the other ones in the middle seem to be like, oh wow. But the first ones, I really want the first introduction to the queens to be like, boom, here you go. And I didn't really get that. Not to
Same.
say they did bad, but I just wanted more.
No, I agree with what you're saying. Like, I feel like that first lip sync should be one that really captures the audience and it makes you want more. It makes you want to keep watching every single episode because you're like, oh my God, this is what we're getting this season. This was an
Mm-hmm.
okay lip sync, was what it was.
Yeah. Especially for a top two, right? Like
Yeah, they should have been.
bottom two, like for them lip syncing to go home, like I get that. Like it could be a little messy because the queens, like we don't know, like they're new to this. But for like a top two of the week, like you're not going home. You're going for the win. Make it hot.
Yeah,
Make it
but
good.
also
So
maybe that's also why they didn't go all the way because they're like, well, I gotta save what I have for when I end up in the bottom for real.
true. But in the end, Ruby Knox wins, and she is the first queen to win one challenge on season two of Brazil. Okay. So, episode two. The mini challenge, the queens are tasked with acting a fool and whipping their hair back and forth with underwear on. That's kind of what I thought
It
the
was
mini challenge
granny
was. I
panties.
was confused. Okay. But yet, some of the queens didn't have granny panties on, though. Some of them were naked. And then a few of them had regular clothes on. And then one of them had like a bodysuit on. So I was
And then one of
confused.
them put under panties. That honestly gagged me, and not in a good way. Like I was there, like what? Funny.
Listen,
I get it, but
yes.
like at the end of the day, I was like that looked a little too real.
Yeah, this is true. But in the end, Melody Queen, she wins again, making her two mini challenge wins so far in the season.
If only she could
All right,
translate
so
that to
now
main
on to
challenge wins.
the shade of it all. All right, so now on to the maxi challenge. It's a design challenge, and the queens have to design a look out of paper. It is what I would say the unconventional
Yeah.
challenge, or is that Project Runway? Like
No, it is. It is. But well, it's a drag race, especially the international
it's still
ones. Yeah, I think the earlier seasons of Drag Race had more unconventional materials. Now they give them more like fabric. But now I think the international ones are the ones that really give them like some tough shit to work with.
yes. And paper is very tough. It
It
can
is.
go either way because you technically can't really sew paper.
No, when I saw these girls putting out the sewing machines, I'm like, oh, y'all are brave. Y'all are brave. Especially the
Yeah,
one with the toilet paper. Who had the toilet paper
brave.
again?
Chanel.
Chanel. And she was
She
trying to
had toilet
sew that. I'm
paper.
like,
Yeah.
girl, toilet paper? You're trying
You
to sew
can't sew
toilet
toilet paper,
paper?
child.
That is crazy. I would have hot glued that shit, cut strips into it, and maybe like fluff them out so it looked more kind of maybe similar to tour, like something very puffy. That's what I would have gone with. I would not have gone for flat. I mean, obviously the most obvious way to go with it is wrap it around yourself, make yourself look like a mummy because it's toilet paper. But I think that's also just
I
something
mean,
very safe.
yeah, right, right. But speaking of safe, let's get into these looks because some of them were safe and others were not. All right, so up first we have Desi Beck. What did you think,
Get what she was trying to do. I like the color. I like the hair. I hated the
girl?
final. product. The the way like it would go in and then come out, like I hated the silhouette of it. I think the skirt should have started a little bit lower. I think it started way like the fanny knot kind of started way too high, and I think it gave her a really ugly shape. I appreciate what she was trying to do. I hated the execution of it.
So it's a what?
Meh, meh.
Okay. I gave Desi Hay a soft ma'am because I didn't think it was a bad look. I just think the bottom was way too heavy.
Yeah, and it was weird at the bottom. Like it wasn't a smooth
It was.
finish. Like I didn't get it.
No,
Like
not at
did she
all.
run out of product? Like what was it?
But there was a vision.
There was a vision. There
But there
was
was
a
a vision
vision.
there.
There was a vision. Yes. But I think it was
But
just
the
execution
execution
problems.
was not good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Now, speaking of a queen that had a vision and had poorly executed, Melody Queen is next. What did you
No
think?
fucking man. I'm sorry, but this brought me back to like season 4 with Jiggly Caliente and her pinata, what was it? The baked potato couture, whatever it was. I don't know. It was just like you could tell this was unconventional materials. I understand what the vision was. I think it looked a little too unconventional. And what the hell was this thing in the back? Like it made no sense. Like one side was up, one side was like barely hanging on. No, ma'am.
Yes, I also gave Melody Queen a no ma'am. But the vision was there. It pained me
I
to give her a no
get.
ma'am for
I
this look. I was just like, oh my God. But I had to, because fair is fair, right?
yes.
This was poorly executed, and altogether, it was not a good look. And I feel like there was a lot of mishaps with this, but the vision was there. That warrior princess would have been such an amazing look to make out of paper if she was able to execute it properly.
Yeah, I think to me this kind of just gave me like a fifth grader school project, honestly.
Oh, that burns. But you are absolutely right. Next up, we have Paula Hoffman Van Cartier. What did you think?
Very soft. I feel like I have to go soft because I don't actually like the look, but I think it was I don't I can't give it the same ranking as what I gave Desiree because I do think this was better constructed and better
Desi
executed.
Hay,
Yeah, I have a hard. I
not
even
Desiree. Desi.
okay. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce that, but I will try. Desiree, Desiree, Desiree. Sorry, girl. Love you. I'm sorry. I'm horrible with names. I do think it like I liked her vision and her idea better than hers, but like it's this was better executed than the other one. So for that, I will give it a very soft man.
Yeah, I also gave Paula a soft ma'am too. I thought it was a cute dress. It was very simple, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, I know it was just. I mean, she did it well, is what it is. But like, it wasn't anything like, yeah,
No, it didn't wow me.
no.
Next up, we have Ruby Knox. What did you think?
I gave this a yes, ma'am. I like the idea. I like the color. I like that you could tell this was paper, but it didn't look cheap or it didn't look arts and crafts to me. I really enjoyed this. I like the leg cut. I think this should win the top.
I mean, also gave Ruby Knox yes ma'am. I like that she didn't do too much, and you can tell that she's not a sewer, so she
Mhm.
hot glued this look, which makes sense. She used wrapping paper or like the paper that you put inside like
Yeah,
the package, like a gift bag or something, which is fine. But if you dissect the look, there's pieces of it that's poorly executed and poorly made. But as a whole, great look.
yeah. And I mean, it's paper. It's really difficult to work with, especially that type of paper because it's so delicate.
This is true. Next up, we have Adora Black. What did you think?
Over, absolute over. One of the best things, one of the best creations on Drag Race. And I mean that in terms of like what has been created on the show while they're competing. She did this in the same time some of these other girls did what they did. Like I was amazed. Like this is amazing. The construction, the design, the execution. I love the styling of this. That wig is amazing. The makeup, over. I love this. I adore this. One of my favorite looks of all time. That was created on Drag Race.
I also give this an over. I just need you to get out of my head because I literally wrote the exact same sentence that you put in terms of how does she make this in the same amount of time that other people make the other looks. So, yeah, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. You already said it. Everything you said, I agree. Yes. Next up, Belkey. What did you think?
Yes, ma'am. I really like this look. I think it was really well done. I just can't give this an over because I mean, especially right now when you have them two side by side, like they don't match up. It is a really good look. It looks really good on her. I'm repeating myself over and over and over again. I wish the hat was a little bit wider, maybe stood up a little bit more. That's just me being nitpicking. That's just me loving a huge hat moment. But I think overall, this is a really, really well done look. And I think she looked great.
Same. The reason why I didn't give it a yes, ma'am, and I gave it a soft ma'am was for the hat. I wish the hat was bigger. If the hat was bigger, she would have got a yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I think if the hat was bigger
We
and
live for
maybe
a
she
Carmen
had
San
added,
Diego hat.
oh, I think if the hat had been bigger and if she had done maybe some a little bit more on the actual dress, it could have possibly been an over. But again, comparing, especially right now, side by side,
Mm-hmm.
like, I mean, come on, they're not on the same level.
I know. Yeah, they're not. All right. Then we have Melina Blay. What did you think?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I think this was very poorly executed. The titties being lopsided pissed me off. Like, I could not stop looking at that. The shoulders being lopsided, like one being lower than the other, pissed me off too. I don't like the color scheme of it. Didn't like the styling. No, ma'am.
Agreed. It was a no, ma'am. Didn't like it at all.
Mm-mm.
All right. Next up, Chanel. What did you think?
Poor girl. She had a vision.
If you don't give this more than this has to be a no, ma'am, Joanna. There's nothing you can say about this redeeming about this
Now
look.
I want to give it a yes, ma'am, just to piss you off. But no, this is a no, ma'am. This is a no, ma'am. I get what she was going for, but poor girl, she had no idea what she was doing. Um, at least she didn't give up. At least she
No.
tried. But like this is just toilet paper wrapped around her. I don't know why you would choose toilet paper. Why would you go for toilet paper? That made no sense to me. Yes, it was probably the one that there was the
You
most
know,
available material of, but like it's so hard to work with, and it's so hard to make it look like couture or to even work with.
the toilet paper of it all. The toilet paper of it all didn't even bother me. What bothered me is that she had the shit stain on the back. Like, why would you do that? Like, that's my only thing. That's pissed me off the most.
Yeah,
That's why it
it's
was a no
just
man for me because I couldn't get rid of the shit stain in the back.
it was
Like you, no, you had to let us know there was toilet paper. Like, no.
yeah, it was just no.
Okay, yeah, no. Next up, we have Mercedes Vocal. What did you think?
And like it was I appreciated that she tried to do something different and something grand, especially with paper. And I love how big this was and how big she tried to go with it. It just wasn't my favorite design. I don't know.
Okay,
It was
I can
very
see
just
that.
meh to me. I appreciate what she tried to do though.
I, I give this a soft man because this is the first time we haven't seen Mercedes look old. She looks young-ish
Hmm.
so far in the competition. She looked young, and it was very creative. I thought it was very ambitious for her to do that big old like headpiece. I thought that was cool. Did it fit the look? But everything worked together.
Yeah. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't anything that like I appreciate what she tried to do and I appreciate that she swung big. I just don't think it was the best look.
That part. All right, and then last but not least, we have Poseidon Drag.
No,
What did you
ma'am.
think?
I hated the construction of it. It made it look very boxy. It completely got rid of her shape, which I get. It's paper. It's really hard to to work with and to really give you like a very like fitted look because it's paper. I just don't think the
Hmm.
design was there. The execution wasn't great. It was just no.
I gave it a meh, ma'am. It wasn't so like hideous to me that I was a no, ma'am, but it was something about it that I didn't hate, but I also didn't like. So it was in the middle for me. I did want it more from her. I didn't like the panty showing though. That bothered
No,
me.
yeah, no. That should have been covered. It's for me. What really bothered me was honestly the corset. It was just like so poorly executed, and it did not flatter her shape at all.
At all. It wasn't corseting. All right. So Adora Black ends up winning the challenge, which was obvious because no one came even close
Yeah,
to Adora's
I
look.
don't even know why they
No
tried
one.
to like even do a top
Like,
three. Like, girl,
Don't I don't know. I don't know. As soon as she came out, we was like, oh, she won the challenge. There was no other person that can like rival her.
yeah,
And then unfortunately is eliminated. Do you agree with both choices?
yeah. I mean, Chanel honestly didn't give me anything. So in the her 2 episodes, she didn't give me anything that was like, oh no, I want to keep seeing more of her. Adora Black, I'm living for Adora Black. Adora Black is my favorite so far, and I need her to win the whole thing.
Living. Same. All right. So now on to episode 3, which was a reading challenge. So shout out to Melody Queen because she wins the first 3 mini challenges of the season. And that's a like an accomplishment in itself, right? Like literally the first 3 episodes, Melody Queen has won every single one of those little mini challenges. Now, like you said, should is she able to translate those mini challenge wins into a maxi challenge win? We shall see. Now, the Maxi Challenge is a girl group challenge, and the queens are paired into 2 groups. So, Melody Queen, because she won the mini challenge, she's able to pick the queens. Now, the queens are thinking, why is Melody picking queens that were in the bottom the last episode or have not been doing well? Yeah, a lot of them are thinking that maybe she's doing it because she wants to be the best. What do you think?
Could see that. At least from an outsider perspective, you could definitely see that, or it definitely seems that way. That yes, she was trying to Beyonce herself and pick her Destiny's Child. But I mean, as we saw, that wasn't necessarily the case at the end of the day. Like, I think she ended up picking a really strong
True.
team.
Yes. She did. I also think she picked queens that listen. I think the other group had a lot of strong personalities and they
Hmm.
all wanted to be the boss.
But
And I
that,
think in a group, you have to be able to mesh with each other.
I think that's what she said, though, isn't it? Like, she wanted all those loud. Ooh, ooh, girl, not me getting my franchises mixed up, and I'm thinking Project Runway with Ethan. Ooh, girl, I'm watching too much TV. They're all starting to mix together.
But Melody Queen did say something like that.
Oh,
She's
she
like,
did.
there are
Okay,
a
she
lot of
did.
strong, she's like,
Okay,
there's a lot of
okay,
strong personalities on that side too. Yes. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I need some. I need
It
something for my
wasn't like she
brain,
wanted to
girl.
Beyonce herself. As we talked about this in a previous episode, what you need. Okay, so let's get into the actual girl group challenge. So group 1 is Melina Blay, Desi Haybeck, Paola Hoffman Van Cartier, and Ruby Knox. What did you think of this group?
I mean, we gotta talk about it. One, they were not that insane. They I don't think they performed really well together. But the moment that Desiree pushed Melina and then just kept dancing, and that was not a light fall. That was not a little slip up that, or like a little trip that you just recover from in 2 seconds and keep going. That was a hard fall. She fully pushed her down, which I get it. Like she flipped too hard into her, and those legs went straight for her face. Would have I have had a similar reaction at the moment? Probably, yeah, I probably would have pushed her too because you're not about to clock me in the face. But then she should have stopped. She should have stopped and checked on her because that was a hard fall. She should have stopped. She should have checked on her, but this girl just smiled and kept on dancing and she had no care in the world. There was the other girl. I don't remember who it was. Was it Paola or was it Ruby? I think it was Ruby. That was like, girl, you good?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it was a gagging moment, but like they should have checked on her. They should have paused that performance. But also props to Melina because she took her moment, she took a breath, and she kept going.
I I don't know. I don't think okay. I don't think Desi Hay pushed her. I think she didn't catch her when she was supposed to, and she let her drop.
I think to me it looked like she pushed her. Like it was like but again, when legs are coming at you that fast, your instinct is gonna be, bitch, get away from me. The hell? But also, you could tell from
Mm-hmm.
earlier in the episode,
Yeah,
Desiree really did not want to do it. But she should have been honest with that, and she should have said up front, "No, I'm not going to help you execute that. I don't think it's a good idea, and I'm not going to do it." Instead of being like, "Well, we'll see," and kind of like essentially agreeing to it, and then backing out at the last minute.
correct. I agree. But this group, in the beginning, they were all really messy. Paola didn't even know her lip sync. They also wasn't cohesive in the look. They didn't look like a girl group to me.
Not
It
at
looked like
all.
4 different girls to coming together doing their own individual thing. So that was also not good.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay, so now group two, we have Mercedes Vocal, we have Adora Black, we have Melody Queen, Belky, and Poseidon Drag. Now, obviously, this group has one more queen than the other group, but what did you think of this one?
I think this is one of the best girl groups we have ever seen on any season of Drag Race. They looked amazing together. Every single one of them delivered a good performance. They were very in sync. The choreography ended up working out very well. This looked like a real girl group that has been working together for years, and I loved every moment of it. The moment that Adora opened with her verse, I was enthralled, and I was like, "Ooh, we're in for a ride." And up until the last second, like they really killed it. Every single one that performed really well.
Agreed. I love this group. This is probably the most in sync in terms of just like overall performance
Yes.
we've ever had in a girl group challenge. And that is a testament to just all of them coming together and saying, yes, they all look like a girl group. There was the black and white color scheme that they did individually. They all look like they can own the stage.
Hmm.
All of them, they just did really well. I was really proud. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I really had to go back and rewatch it right after it finished because I was
Okay.
like, "Ooh,
So
I need to see this again."
me too. Me too. I kept reminding it. It was so good. It was so good. And Greg was like living. She was even gagged. Okay. She was like this, like on the thing.
She was like the happy
It was so
coach,
good.
like in like sports, or like the coach in the background, like yes, get it, like this is what I wanted.
Yes. As you can see, we do know sports sometimes.
Don't ask me what a touchdown is because I have no idea.
Okay. Let's get into these runway looks. So the runway is Night of Iconic Voices. So first up, we have Paula Hoffman Van Cartier, and she is representing Gal Costa. What did you think?
First, let me preface this by saying I didn't really get the references like that, just because I don't really know Brazilian artists or Brazilian icons like that. So I am kind of going off by the pictures that were provided as references and just overall how I kind of feel about the outfit rather than of it necessarily being a good representation of the person that they were trying to honor or replicate. This for me was a yes, ma'am. I like the color, I like the fit, I like the silhouette, I love the styling of it. I think she looked great.
I didn't like it. I gave it a no, ma'am. And the reason why is because I felt, and so it has nothing to do with the the night of iconic voices. And so, just like you said, I want to preference my critiques are based on the reference photos. What the photo that they said that this is the look that they are like referencing. And to me, when you're doing it, like that's what it is. Not if they are like emulating the person that I'm looking at. That's why I put the reference photos in the deck too, because I was like, I'm just justifying my critiques based on this is the look that she said that she is like replicating, and that is the look that she put on the runway. And to me, they don't match.
Not
And so
at
that's why I
all.
gave it a no, ma'am, because I actually like Gail. Like that's because I like Gail Costa's look. I didn't get that from this from
Yeah,
her.
no, this is an entirely different look. It is not the same look at all. I don't know why she used the reference photo, but like these are way too different to like even be put on the same page together. But it's a cute look.
Yeah. And I also tried to find other looks that were similar. Yeah, I also tried to find other looks that were similar to that what Paola was wearing on the runway that was similar to maybe what Gal would like wear, but it's no. The roses were the similar like theme, like throughout the whole entire thing. Like she had a lot of roses on it, but other than that, this looked totally different.
Yeah, true. Oh wait, let me f- let me I changed my mind. Not a yes man. I will give it a meh for the reason that it's not a good execution of the reference photo provided, but it is a good.
Yep, I agree. Okay. So then we have Mercedes Vocal, and she was Ellis or Elise. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I think it's Ellis. What did you think?
I think this is a yes, Sam. I think it was close enough to the reference photo. I think it was cute. I like the movement of it. I like the way. I think she looked good.
Yeah, I agree. I thought this was a yes, ma'am. I thought it was very on brand for the reference photo. To me, it looked like it. I got the person who they were saying that they were like replicating. I thought it was good. So it's a yes, ma'am. All right. Next up, we have Poseidon Drag. and she is, I guess, channeling Yuza
Juja?
Minhigal.
Juja?
I don't know. I probably butchered, probably Juja, or I probably butchered that whole entire name. But what did you think of the look?
I will give it a meh, just because, especially in the reference photo, I think the original look is very, it looks a lot more elevated. Like, it has these like crystals on it. It looks expensive. Poseidon's, I think, looked a little cheap. I think it was,
The reference photos, she was giving us drag.
yeah, fully, but Poseidon is really giving us like the Alibaba version of it. Like what you order versus what you get.
Not Alibaba. No, not
I
Alibaba.
mean, again,
No.
okay, it is a cute look. She did it well enough. But compared to the original, it's just like, girl, no. But props to her for trying. And listen,
Yeah.
okay, replicating looks can be very expensive, especially when you're doing it off of celebrity or somebody famous, because obviously they got the money to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on one single outfit. Obviously, she doesn't have that kind of money. I don't think she does at least. I don't know. But props to her for trying and executing a look that looked pretty similar to it. And she does look good coming down the runway.
Yeah. Yeah. I gave it a soft ma'am. I thought it was a good look. It was too on the nose. I would like for Poseidon to like drag it up a little bit
Mhm.
because the original photo looked like she was in drag, right? Sis looked like she was dragged down. And so I just expected a drag queen to drag up this look even more. Give me some titties.
Yeah, because Miss
I'm just
Shuja,
saying.
she got titties.
Titties, baby. Titties. So, yeah. All right.
Not me just
Next
getting
up,
a
we have Adora
notification from
Black. And so
volcano
she said that she
eruption.
was channeling.
Sorry, I just had to say that because that gagged me. A volcano erupted in Russia.
Anyways, my God. My God.
Ooh.
We have Adora Black, and she was channeling Pablo Vittar. What did you think?
Yes, ma'am. I think she looked really good walking down the runway. I love the hair. I love the style of it. The only reason it's not an over is I think it's just too similar to what Pablo made. Like I wanted her to kind of give us her take on it.
Same. Same. Did she? I mean, to me, it looked like she took the dress right off of Pablo.
Hmm.
Like, she just said, Pablo, here's the
Let me
dress.
borrow it real quick.
But as a yes, ma'am, she looks good. Everything from like that part, yes. Otherwise, it was a good look. I thought Adora looked good. It was a yes, ma'am for me. It was just really similar. I just wanted a little bit more of Adora in that. All right, next we have Belky, and she is doing Yvette Sangalo. What did you think?
No, ma'am. I just didn't like it. I don't even like the original look. And I think it was it was just poorly executed. I don't know. It just for me it was just no. I just saw it and I was like, no, thank you.
I wasn't that crazy. I wasn't that crazy about it. I gave it a meh because it was potential in the look. I liked Yvette's version better than Belky's. Like I was like, wait, Yvette did it better, but obviously because she's the original, so yeah.
I didn't even like the Mets look.
All right, okay, all right. Next up, we have Melody Queen, and she was channeling Alcione, I
Girl,
think.
you asking me to pronounce names in a language I don't know. You can make a fool of yourself. I will not be. Anyway, this this was a yes man for me more because of what she had underneath than what the acts than what the actual replica of the outfit was. Like the reveal, I lived for it.
I gave this a soft ma'am only because the original look I didn't like. I didn't care for it so much, but this was very on brand from Alcione, so I said okay. But the underneath look was everything, and so that's why she got a soft ma'am for me. Next up, we have Melina Blay, and she was Gabby Amarantos.
I
What did you think?
meh. Soft, 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 soft. Because I think it's a cute outfit. I think I like it. I like the outfit. When you compare it, obviously the other like Gabby's is way better. It's a lot more elevated. It looks more professionally done, honestly. But I think this was a good replica of it, especially again with considering that is a drag queen. Not saying that that's a reason the look isn't going to be as great, but you know what I mean. But overall, yes, it was cute. Very soft, man.
Yeah, I gave it a soft ma'am again too. I thought it was good. I think it was just too on brand for like Gabby's original look. I just wanted a little bit more drag to it, but I see the reference, I see the concept, I see everything, and I was like, okay, wasn't bad. It was just too on the nose.
I see that.
Next up, we have Desiree Beck, and she was giving Anita at the Met Gala. I think the most recent Met Gala too, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. This is a meh to me. I just think again compared to what Anita was wearing, like Anita's was just so much better. Especially with these two reference photos side by side, you see it. But I think it at the end of the day it was like a well constructed dress. It was cute. She looked elegant going down the runway. Soft, ma'am, actually soft.
Same. I gave her a soft ma'am as well. I think these are good replicas of the original look. I just want more drag. I think they just
Yeah.
got so focused on just making the same exact look that they just lost the drag part of it. And I just want to drag it up.
Yeah, and I think that's maybe why I'm not like loving these looks because they're just trying to replicate what the artist was doing rather than kind of take that as an inspiration and build upon it and show us who they are.
And I'm like, yes, you want to make sure that you do the person justice and you're referencing that photo very well. I get that, but at the same time, it's like you are in a drag competition, so just drag it up. Like, don't be so safe. Next up, we have Ruby Knox, and she was giving us Carmen Miranda. Now, this is a Carmen Miranda look. But what did you think?
I think, yes, ma'am. I think this was dragged up a little bit better than some of the other looks, but still it wasn't soft, ma'am. It wasn't anything that I was like, I looked at and I was like, oh my God. It was just, okay, she did a good job. She did a cute job.
I gave it a yes, ma'am. It almost got an over for me. I just didn't like the shoe. That was my thing. But I was like, but I liked it. I thought she did really well. And I was like, she was really emulating Carmen Miranda. I was like, she literally gave me the same exact look. I didn't mind it because I still saw Ruby Knox in it.
Mhm.
And I still think that she dragged it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I didn't mind. All right. So we find out that the winners of the episode, yes, that is right, I said winners, plural, were Poseidon Drag and Melody Queen, which means that their team won, but they both did really well. So Greg was like, we got to give both of them like the win. I think she gave Poseidon the win from the funny aspect, the comedy aspect of it, and also maybe for the runway, and maybe Melody Queen for like the whole entire like I would say the performance because the runway probably wasn't the greatest.
Yeah, no, I mean, I had no idea what the hell Melody was saying. Again, like they should have dubbed this in English or given us the English subtitles. But just off of vibes and performance alone, Melody killed it. Like she ate the, I wouldn't say she ate them up because again, those other queens also performed really well. But I think she was the clear winner of the group.
Correct. Correct. So now we have winners, but we also have losers. So unfortunately, Paula Hoffman Van Cartier was eliminated. But I want to talk about this lip sync a little bit because her and Melina Blay were the bottom two, but they lip synced to The Beginning by RuPaul. And honestly, neither one of them were giving me anything in the lip sync. So I get that Paola got eliminated, but Melina Blay should have got eliminated too because that was a really bad lip sync.
I didn't think it was that bad. But like, why are they using RuPaul songs in international season? That doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, she started it all, so maybe that's why. Well, there you guys have it. Unfortunately, due to some technical difficulties, I have to close out the episode. So, as always, you know what to do, friends. If you like this episode, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a single episode of No Ma'am. Until next time, friends. And yes, Giovanni will have better internet connection the next time. Bye, y'all.